Minister, I share Ms. Kwan's concern with corporate landlords who are buying multi-unit residential buildings in my community. They are renovating, evicting folks, and raising rents. And the federal government, as you know, is incentivizing this behavior by providing tax exemptions to groups like real estate investment trusts. This is not about new supply. This is about keeping existing units affordable. And we know that removing this exemption would actually create $300 million to build more affordable housing. Won't solve the crisis, but it's a litmus test for whether this government is serious about addressing financialization. Nothing was done in the fall economic statement on it. I was encouraged by your comments earlier. Can you be more specific about the action we can see in terms of addressing financialization?
Short answer, Mr.
How much? When you say short answer, how much time, Mr. Chair?
Until somebody calls to adjourn.
Okay. In 1 minute, I will not do your question justice, so we'll happily offer to follow up perhaps before we leave Ottawa this week. So there's a number of different aspects that we can look at on financialization, including, for example, short-term rentals, which is a different form of financialization, which was, in fact, addressed in the fall economic statement. The path forward in the short term, for me, is to look at opportunities so we can actually level the playing field by nonprofit actors with those who might be making investments in real estate right now. I do have some hesitation to look at measures that will upset the ability of people who are in the housing market to remain in the housing market, but there's more to talk about on that piece. But in the meantime, I sense there's widespread agreement within the sector to create opportunities supported by the federal government to broaden the ability of nonprofits to actually snap up those spaces. The trend that I'm watching increasingly amongst investors is that they're not necessarily taking advantage of that opportunity that you've described the same way today as they were even just a few years ago when interest rates during the pandemic were at basement levels. But I think it creates an opportunity for us to deal with nonprofits who are not motivated by making money, but who are motivated by protecting that stock in the market. And that's the mechanism through which we look at that is something I'm considering now.